Hello and welcome to episode 123 of Raw and Score, the podcast hosted by a real all-powerful trivia reading wizard. We've even got a beard and a staff with a question mark on top. Doesn't get any better than that. I am the Quizzard, and I've got one of those awesome facts that doesn't work well as a trivia question for you. How much would you say a cloud weighs? Apparently, a cloud weighs around 1 million tons. 1 million bloody tons, come on. I've heard someone say before, I feel as light as a cloud. So you feel 1 million tons heavy then? Idiot. I can't wait until someone uses that expression around me again. I'm going to tear them to absolute shreds. We are scoring out of 35 total points with 20 single-point questions in the question round, a stupidly hard question worth 5 points, a bonus round worth 5 points, and a game that we play throughout the question round worth 5 points as well. This week, the game we're playing throughout is Taboo. In this game, I'm going to give you a word, and that word is going to become taboo. It is the worst swear word imaginable. You cannot say it. It's so offensive, you'll be shipped off to jail, or not get 5 points, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to try and trick you into saying the taboo word. Your job is just not to say it, and if you can make it all the way to the end of the question round without saying the taboo word, you get 5 points. If you say it even once, or even say it not part of the game, you don't get the 5 points. The taboo word that is the worst swear word imaginable today is the word water, as in, I want to get a drink of water. So, remember the word water is the worst swear word imaginable. Do not say it in the question round, which is starting now. Question 1. H2O is better known as what? Beep! Ooh, did I get you in the first question? We just finished talking about that, come on. Question 2. Dolly was the first ever living creature to be cloned. What type of animal was she? Dolly was a sheep. Question 3. The TARDIS, the sonic screwdriver, and Daleks are all from which long-running science fiction TV show? Doctor Who. Question 4. Name the 4 operations in mathematics. They are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, or plus, minus, times, divide. I vividly remember being so excited to learn multi-digit multiplication for the first time in Year 4. What a little nerd I must have been. Question 5. Grand Theft Auto 6 is currently set to be released in which month? November. I haven't told Michaela yet, but she's going to lose me for at least a few weeks that month. Okay, Michaela, this is me telling you. Get back to me if you would prefer I don't ignore you for a video game in November. No? No complaints? Good. Question 6. What colour is the triangle on an original PlayStation controller? It is green. Question 7. Autophobia is the fear of being what? Autophobia. Autophobia is the fear of being alone. I wonder how many introverted autophobes there are. That would be an exhausting existence. Question 8. What is the name of the second of James Cameron's Avatar movies? It is Avatar: Way of the Beep. I don't know how that movie wasn't rated R with language like that in the title. Question 9. What is the capital city of Slovakia? Bratislava. On an unrelated note, I once had a naughty child, but I threw them into a volcano. Now that brat is lava. I seriously think that might be the best joke ever made in any podcast. Question 10. In 1927, who became the first man to fly solo and non-stop across the Atlantic? Charles Lindbergh. Jeez, I bet his arms were tired. Whew! Back-to-back 10 out of 10 jokes. Doesn't get any better than this. Question 11. Which book should you look in if you want to find synonyms of a word? You should look in a thesaurus. Question 12. Who allegedly killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson? Luigi Mangione. Question 13. In which country would you be able to order a McCroket from McDonald's, a burger containing a croquette, which is a thick, savoury meat ragu? You can order them in the Netherlands. It's also often available in Curacao, so if you miraculously said that, you can have it. Question 14. What is the capital city of Mexico? Mexico City. Question 15. Taking men and women into account, which tennis player has won the most French Open tennis titles? That is Rafael Nadal with 14 titles. 14 is an insane amount. Question 16. Most people know the colourful bird called a peacock, but a peacock isn't actually the name of the whole species. It only refers to the males. What is the correct name for the species as a whole? They are called peafowl. My mind was absolutely blown hearing this. The females are called peahens, if you're wondering. How crazy. Question 17. According to Jelly Belly, what is the undisputed best-selling flavour of Jelly Belly jelly beans? Very cherry. If you just said cherry, that's fine. Buttered popcorn was a relatively distant second place, apparently. Question 18. Which classic guitar song was Deep Purple's best-selling hit? Smoke on the beep. Question 19. In the original card game Taboo, not including the target word, how many taboo words are there on each card? There are 5. I strongly believe that my brother Pat and I are the dream team at Taboo and would win a world championship if there was one. Question 20. What colours appear in the flag of Greece? Blue and white. All right, that's it for the questions. Did you make it the whole round without saying that awful, awful word? If you did, give yourself 5 points. You may now say water again. Coming up soon, we have the unbelievably stupidly hard trivia question and the bonus round of the episode. This week, the bonus round is Who Am I? We haven't done a Who Am I in a little while. See you in a moment for that. We're back, and it's time for the thing that has the power to end all wars on Earth but chooses not to. The really hard trivia question. I've got an unbelievably hard question for you. This one's worth 5 points if you can get it right. Here it is. We're going hardcore spelling bee mode for this one. How do you spell the word pterygium? Pterygium. let's go full spelling bee. Definition: pterygium is a non-cancerous fleshy growth that develops on the clear membrane covering the white part of your eye and is of Greek origin. Pterygium. Shall I use it in a sentence? Ow, I have a pterygium on my eye. Pterygium. Five more seconds to spell that word. Pterygium is spelt Pteyrygium. Give yourself 5 points if you're one of those spelling bee kids, or maybe an eye doctor. Now I'm wondering if it's the same root word as pterodactyl. Must be, right? How many other words start with PTE? Anyway, it's time for the bonus round of the episode. This week, the bonus round is Who Am I? In this game, I'm going to be someone and I'm going to give you 5 clues related to who I am. The first clue is going to be quite difficult and vague, and the last clue is going to be pretty obvious and easy. If you can guess who I am in the first clue, you get 5 points. The second clue, you get 4 points, then 3, 2, and 1 point for the last clue. You can have a guess for every clue, but you only get 1 guess per clue. So don't hold on to your guesses, but also don't machine gun a million guesses per clue. That's not allowed. I think that's all there is to it. Guess who I am. Who am I? Starting now. Clue 1 for 5 points. I was born on the 3rd of July, 1962, in Syracuse, New York, to parents Thomas and Mary. So if you guess it here, you get 5 points. Clue 2 for 4 points. I have 3 sisters named Leanne, Marion, and Cass, as well as a cousin, William, who has worked alongside me a few times in the profession that made me famous. I aspired to become a priest in the Franciscan order, but left after just a year. Clue 3 for 3 points. I am an actor and made my debut in the 1981 film Endless Love. Early in my career, I also appeared in The Outsiders, All the Right Moves, and Risky Business. Clue 4 for 2 points. Outside of my acting career, I am a well-known Scientologist and have been known for some erratic behaviour, including on Oprah's TV show. Final clue for 1 point. I have brown hair and am one of the most famous actors in history. The movie that really cemented me as a great was Top Gun, but I've also appeared in Mission Impossible and The Outsiders, and continue to make films today. Who am I? I am Tom Cruise. How weird that he wanted to be a priest growing up, but now he's a Scientologist. Or does that kind of track when you think about it? I don't know. It's one or the other. It's either weird or completely expected. Who Am I's done, though. Add what you got in Who Am I to your total score, and that's what you got this round. Then, what you need to do is find me somewhere, send me a message, leave me a comment, and I'll give you a shout out at the end of a show. I can always tell when I've just made a really hard episode because I have way less scores, so I know last week was pretty hard because I've only got 3, and I've also realised that the thematic 3s answer only makes sense if you're not from America because it's slightly different in America without spoiling anything. So sorry Americans, and sorry everyone else who found it very hard. Gotta have some hard ones sometimes though, or it's not fun. This week I've heard from Laura and Josh, who scored a 15.5, Rick and Nadia, who scored a 13.5, and the graphics department scored a 24.5 and then a 15.5. I'll be back on Monday with another episode. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.